morning. Excited you all came to hear me talk about my journey with the company. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my leadership, my strategy around leadership, and how I manage larger teams. I'm Alec Hassan. I'm the VP for Superstore, and I work in a fast-paced environment. So if you think about looking forward at your career, and I really have to look back. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my family and how I was brought up. So I grew up in London, Ontario, larger family. So I had 3 older sisters. I was the youngest in my family, 2 amazing parents. So my dad was a financial advisor, and a lot of people don't know my mom actually worked for the company. So she worked for Loblaw for 30 years as a cashier. And in that family, my father, he was a Lebanese Muslim man. His family immigrated to Canada in the 40s, and my mom was an Irish Catholic woman. So I think if you think about that time, that was a big change for my dad. And I think at an early age, I learned really about culture and inclusion, definitely from them, watching my mom embrace the Muslim religion and the culture and the food. So that was something that really shaped me as an individual, and really brought me up through my career. So my first job was at Loblaw's. I was 15 years old, and I started pushing buggies, and that was a fun job. That was a very taxing job. You think about the weather elements and the things that you deal with working outside. But I was scared. My first job, I was really scared, and it was a big store that seems really small to me now. But at that time, it was a large store with a large management team and a large group of colleagues working there. So I definitely learned how that felt as a young person, and something that, I think us as leaders and myself really embrace that and make that time to talk to everybody in our business and make sure everyone feels included and everybody feels like they've got a voice. Continue to kind of work up through operations, and I went to university at University of Western Ontario in London. Everybody thinks I have a business degree. I don't. I don't have a specialized degree in business. I got a Bachelor of Arts degree. I think the thing university taught me was really about hard work and planning, will to succeed, more than it did expertise. So, when I finished university, I had a choice to make. My choice was I going to go to grad school, or was I going to continue to work? And at that time, I was a part-time colleague with Loblaws. And I think I saw a lot of my family and my friends moving to, professional roles, we would say, were, lawyers, doctors, people in the financial industry. And I took a lot of actually ridicule at that time about, you're working at a grocery store. It's not the most glamorous thing. And I was bugging me. So I was talking to my dad, and my dad, in a few short words, he kind of gave me a new perspective on my career. And he said, "Alec, everybody's got to eat." And I kind of thought about that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Everybody's got to eat. And then it kind of opened my eyes to the scale of the organization, the size. We're feeding tens of millions of people. It's an amazing company, tons of opportunities. So that from there, my career just kind of went on a trajectory. So